Y'all know what time it is. Hey, we back again. We back again. Y'all know I like to let the beat breathe just a little bit. Just a little bit. Shout out to Rappy, man. Let's go. All right. That's enough of that. Welcome back to the Can We Talk podcast. It's your boy, DJ Pryce Miyagi. You know what we doing around this time, man. I'm glad you tuned in. Shout out to all my supporters out there, all my listeners. Y'all keep rocking with me. The numbers is going up every episode. Man, it makes me feel good. It actually lets me know I'm on the right track and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And y'all loving it and y'all supporting it. And we're going to keep this thing moving. I'm going to keep pushing that line. As long as y'all tuning in, I'm going to be right here every week or bi-weekly. Y'all know how I do. They come how I drop them. But, you know, we're going to keep them moving no matter what. But today, man, we got a special edition of the Can We Talk podcast. I told y'all, man, I'm going to start doing interviews with some of the Northwest legends. You know I got listeners around the world, but as y'all know, I'm from Portland, Oregon. I'm from the Northwest. I'm a Northwest baby. I love my city. So I want to, bring some of the legends from my town onto the show so that y'all can hear what we got going on and hear our stories, you know what I'm saying? So today I got a special guest with me, Anthony Brotha Luv Blake. He's one of the names out here, one of the legends out here, and been out here for many moons, putting in work, putting on for the town. Man, I mean, he's done it at a high level. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's a pioneer. To many, he's a pioneer because he's been doing it. And we're going to talk about it today. We're going to get into his story. And, man, I hope y'all enjoy the show, man. But first, man, let me holler at my guy over here, man, with me, man, Anthony Brotha Luv Blake. What's good with you, my guy?
Yes, sir. What's up, my guy? Man, it's nice, bro.
Right, man. I'm
nice.
doing the 1-2, man.
I like this.
We trying to make it happen, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But welcome to the Can We Talk podcast, man.
Sure.
So everything good with you?
Man, all good, bro. All good.
And what y'all don't know, man, this is the second time on the podcast, man. We had him before. He's been doing his, activism thing, man, out here and repping for the people. And we had him on, so make sure y'all go check that episode out. I believe that's episode 2. Check it out. It's a good episode. But
very powerful.
Very powerful, man. But we'll get into that, too, because you actually did some other stuff, man. So we'll get into that, too. But, man, so let's get into your story, man. Let's get right up in it. So, man, let me ask you, are you originally from Portland?
Originally from here, man. Born and raised. Went to Irvington, left Irvington, went to Fernwood, and graduated from Grant, man. I'm a general.
I'm a general too, man. Hey,
man, I bleed green.
Okay.
But when I get cut, blue come out, man.
Okay, talk about it, man. See, I went to Woodlawn. I'm a Woodlawn baby. I went to Whitaker and Tubman, and then I went to Grant. Now, I didn't graduate from Grant because I had a baby, so I dropped out my junior year. But I ain't gonna lie, I went back on my GD, so don't y'all be trying to go hard on me. I went back.
We all had kids young. Well, not all, but,
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
I was 16 and pregnant.
I was 15.
Okay. But nevertheless, man, that's good, man. Generals, man, we in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
No love for the demos.
Yeah. I think I was going when TB was, I was a freshman and Terrell Brandon was a senior. That's the year we won the championship.
Okay.
In basketball. So,
my whole time there, I never seen a championship won, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's been a long drought.
Yeah, man.
Actually, no. Shoot, they just won the championship about 3 years ago.
That's right.
My boy Anthony Deloney, I graduated with his son. They won the championship
and that was
2 years ago.
Against Jeff, wasn't it?
Against Jeff. They was the underdogs too. Man, Jeff had mountains. Them dudes was big, man. Yeah, but it's all about the heart.
That's facts. And Grant and Jeff is a rivalry, high school rivalry, man.
It ain't the same, though.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same. But when I was in high school, it was lit. Them games was lit. You had football, basketball. It was lit every time.
When I was there, it was super, super duper lit. It was like, it was crazy. Any Grant and Jeff game, any Grant and Wilson game, and Grant and Benson game. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's right. Benson too.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, man. So you got a lot of family in Portland, or did y'all like migrate here from like grandparent on down, or like?
No, I got a lot of family here. My dad here originally from Fort Worth, Texas. Mm-hmm. My mom she originally from Chicago. My dad he moved up here after my grandmother's brother and his sister moved up here. They was working on the shipyard. See, back then, like Portland was big in the shipyard, so a lot of families from down south moved to Portland to work in the shipyards. So they moved up here. My grandmother came up here afterwards and brought most of all her kids here. It was 8 of them, and I think 2 of them stayed in Texas. So yeah, I I got more family in Fort Worth than I do here in Portland.
I got family in Fort Worth too.
Yeah.
Fort Worth,
Man,
some in Houston.
Bro, I'm telling you, I love Texas.
Texas is
Bro,
lit.
every time I go, it's all love.
It's lit. It's different
crazy,
down
bro.
there. It's different down there.
It's so different, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So my family, a lot of them from New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Arkansas, North Carolina, and some in Houston and some in Fort Worth as well. So a lot of them from the South.
Yeah.
See, from me, I got grandparents on down. You know, I think I had one great grandparent that migrated here, but everybody else was grandparents on down.
Right. So your grandmother and my grandmother was like this.
Our families was close.
Yeah, super
That's
close.
a fact. That's a fact. I remember when I was little. I'm telling you, when I was little,
your uncle used to live with us. Your mom was dang near best friends with my cousins. So
yeah. Families kind of grew up like Pryce and all them, Stanley. We all grew up together. Mrs. Knee
since he was a little baby.
That's a fact. That's dope, man. Yeah, it feels good, man. We city boys, man. It's town business always.
Hey, you know what I tell people all the time? I'm from the old Northeast. I ain't from this new Northeast shit. Nah.
Old Portland, baby. Portland.
I'm telling you, bro, I drive around, and the thing is, I drive around feeling two types of way. I feel like it looks good, and and all that, but I get angry because on the other hand, it was gentrification, but on the second hand, it was us. It was our fault. The black people, it was our fault for letting it get ran down and just not and selling and not keeping. Man, back then you could have went and bought one of them abandoned houses for $10,000. I remember when I was working at Geneva's, Mr. Knowles was telling me, he's like, this was back in like 94, 95. He said, you know, any of your friends around here that's holding on to some money, tell them start buying these. They can get houses for $10,000 cash. These abandoned houses. Didn't none of them buy them. And them white folks came back then.
And back then, you seen a lot of abandoned houses and buildings.
Wasn't nothing but
nothing in Northeast
Man, Alberta was full of abandoned buildings.
Facts. That's a
full
fact.
of abandoned buildings. The only thing I think was open on Alberta was fish and poultry. Remember that?
I remember fish and poultry.
That man used to work. He used to work behind the wall. It was a little hole in the wall where he delivered. You give him the money, he get the burgers and the fish.
Facts.
Joe's Place, Texan 1 and 2 on top. That was the only thing that was open over there on Alberta.
Remember the little milk stand right off? Was that Williams?
William, man,
yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this: we grew up on Monroe, so I grew up down on the other side of Fremont. Well, when I was a kid, but then when I got in high school, I moved to 9th. So I'm a 9th boy. I'm from 9th block.
Okay.
But man, my grandma used to send us over there to get the milk. They had the best juice in the world, bro.
Yep, man. I'm telling you.
For real.
I remember that spot smelling the Wonder Bread factory right
and
there.
And that Wonder Bread store. Somebody just said something on Facebook about that old Wonder Bread store. Man, that one light-skinned girl used to work there. Used to be fine as hell, man. Somebody brought her up. Remember her?
I forgot about her. Yeah,
man,
boy.
She was so fine, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. For real. Somebody just brought it up on Facebook the other day. Yeah, somebody brought it up on Facebook one time. We used to steal off the Fran's truck.
I said I didn't do the truck.
Man, he go in the store, bro. We used to, man, he gone, man. We grabbing cupcakes and all type of shit, bro. We was bad.
Man, everybody
we wasn't
bad.
dangerous. We wasn't dangerous, but we was bad.
That's dope, man. So I just want to kind of just bring up kind of my experience with you, man. So like I remember a time in Portland where the hip hop scene was heavily supported. Like you had everybody behind the artist. Like I used to sit up on late nights and listen to K-Boo. Cool Nuts had it every Sunday nights. Record the show just in case if I fell asleep so I could listen to it in my Walkman on the way to school the next day. Around that time, I remember artists like Cool Nuts, Activism, Brotha Luv, Mack and Rob, Kenny Mack, who else I remember? So like Isaiah, Bosco, Maniac. Man, it was a lot back then, man, and we supported them all.
Everybody, Star Child. Star
Child. Yeah, he was moving the groove.
Star Child used to have a radio station on Sunday nights and play his song 3 times in the night. I'm like, bro, can I get man, come on, bro. But I understand it was his show. He what the fuck he wanted to do.
That's dope. But I mentioned you because you was rapping as well. So I just want to ask you what made you or gave you did you have the passion, or is it something that you just seen everybody doing and picked up and just want to start doing, or like how did you get into rapping?
Man, I've been rapping for like a long time. I remember back in 6th grade, me and my guy, I don't know if you remember Theron Miller. Remember Theron?
No.
He was our DJ, and my guy Scooter, rest in peace, Scooter. He drowned. He was a fisherman up in Alaska.
Oh damn.
He drowned. But man, we had a group. We did the talent shows 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So I was rapping then, but then I stopped rapping. Right, finished high school. What made me really get back into it, I was after high school, I moved to LA for a year. Came back after a year and went to barber college. And barber college is when I met Big Tay, the mayor.
The mayor, right.
Yeah. Sam's the mayor now, but the original mayor was Big Tay, the mayor.
Facts.
So that's when him and Maniac had Rose City what was that record label called? Rose City Music Group. That's when Maniac came out with that tape.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember.
So I started hanging around them, and man, it was on from there. And then I just got some studio time myself and went in there. I did one song, the first song I ever did, and then it was on the Western Conference All-Stars. The album
I remember
Cool
that.
put out.
I remember that.
It was called Back in the Day.
I rember that. Yeah, like, dang, that's crazy.
The song
I
was
remember
called
that.
Back in the Day.
I remember that. That's crazy.
I was the only one to do 2 songs on that album. I did that one, and I think I did a song with somebody else on the album. Was it Mack and Rob? Maybe it was. I'm not for sure. But I did 2 songs on that album, man. It's crazy.
Speaking of Mack and Rob, I used to always see you two together, especially with the Greenleaf movement. It was you and Mack and Rob. How did that friendship happen, and how did y'all end up getting into business and doing Greenleaf?
He was doing this thing with Young. I think his record label was Young Fame or something. I think. And I was over with Greenleaf with my boy Tay, B-Tay and Maniac, and me and Mack just kind of like clicked. Like his style of music and my style of music, kind of like it was different, but it clicked. You know, so we did a couple songs, and they turned out pretty good. I think we did the first song we did on Rose City Players Club was Punk Hoes. But hey, you know what though? That song was bigger than I thought it ever would get. Man, we went down to that's when he was doing shows down at the reservation. What's the reservation on the side of Mount Hood? Kanita.
Oh, Kanita. Yeah.
Bro, we went down there and we did a show. And we did that song, bro. I swear almost everybody in the crowd knew that song, bro.
For real?
Punk Hoes.
Damn.
Stay away from punk hoes. I was like, it's crazy. Like, I didn't think no one would even like that song. So we did that song, and then we did another song. Then I was like, hey, bro, let's just do an album. You know what I'm saying? Then he came up with the name Organize, and we had the Portland State Jacket song.
I remember that.
And I had just bought a brand new car. I think I was the first one with the 300M, the Chrysler 300M. I went and bought a white one, tinted windows. It was 97. No, it was 99.
99, okay.
99.
I was 18.
Hold on, wait. Was it 99? Yeah, it was 99. The car was a 2000. I bought it a year before. It was brand fresh. I was the first one to fart on these seats, bro. For real. Hey, ain't nothing like getting your car for the first time. I was the first one to poop on them seats, man.
I felt that.
I went and got that motherfucker. Mackin had the Lexus SC400.
Oh.
We used to bump that 40 song.
SC400.
Sitting real low. Yeah.
Stick to the that was a slap.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, we was doing it around here. And then what's crazy is when the album came out, I went to my cousin. He was balling back then. R.A.P. My cousin Bubba. He passed, but man, he gave us the money to put the album out. Did a photo shoot. Did it big, man. Had like went and got like 1,000. That's when you had to go down to what was Five Face Ryan? Remember Ryan? He used to master everybody's shit.
Nah, because at that time,
you wasn't rapping.
Yeah, I wasn't rapping. Actually, I was rapping, but I wasn't in the game like that. You know, I'm at house parties battling at this time. That's what we was on. We was top notch. y'all was the top echelon in the town. Y'all was everywhere. Bro. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, my marketing skills were so crazy. I went and got consignments. Back then, you do consignments at Sam Goody at what was a record store on 102nd cross street from
that was Tower.
The Sam Goody's at the Lloyd Center. So we put the records in there. We put the CDs in there. Bro, I made flyers of the CD. I used to go every other day to the record store, and I'll put a flyer in between each CD. So I know when everybody come to the record store, they gonna notice that out of
right,
all of them.
Right.
But do you know in Sam Goody's, we was number one selling CD for a month straight in Sam Goody at the Lloyd Center.
Damn, for real?
Bro, I'm telling you, that album went good. And just to let y'all know, I got the album still. I'm finna put that album out again. I'm gonna have it on iTunes, all that stuff. I need to get my just due for that album. The album was nice.
That album was fire. I knew it was everywhere because that's the one with you and Mack Rob on the cover, right? A green background. Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah. Organized.
Yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic.
That was back then when you get the album, the inside. You want to look at the cover and the inside more than you want to listen to the music.
Right, you check the credits out, all that. Back in the day.
Everybody on that motherfucker,
facts.
for real.
And when you mentioned consignment, I was familiar with that because I used to work at Pearl's Music Shop. You remember Lonzo?
I used to love Pearl's.
Oh, I used to work in there, bro. I was there. I used to open and close that shop, man. I used to love working there, too.
I used to work at One Stop.
Okay, yeah, right there on Fremont, MLK.
Yeah.
And artists would come
shout out
through.
my man James.
Yep, street teams would come through, and I used to take the CDs with the holes in them. They put the holes in the barcode, and we have them way before it come out. So I'm at home slapping stuff. I had the J's, everything before it came out. But now you see anybody got access.
That's how I met E40. That's how I met all them, bro. Like James the owner of One Stop brought the Click to Portland for the first time, and I was the one who was like the chauffeur or whatever. I drove him to Seattle. We was all up in Seattle and all that, bro. Yeah, it was. I met all type of rappers working at their record store, bro.
You know, it's so funny you bring up E40 because I remember when he came out here. I remember they did show at the Roseland.
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember that. So I'm gonna tell you, I met them at the Popeyes parking lot.
Yeah.
They was at the Popeyes parking lot, and I got the Click tape from them.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I won the tickets on the radio station, 1480, to go see E40. This is my first concert ever. So I took my cousin with me. We went down there. I think it was my cousin Shauna went with me, I think. But anyways, we went down there to the concert. It was lit, but it got turned out.
It was a fight.
It was a fight. I remember
it was the Crips and the niggas from Seattle.
Right. Dang, that's crazy.
It was the Crips and some niggas from Seattle.
And it got turned out, and I was like, dang, but I fell in love with E40 from that. I just got the taste. I didn't really know much about him. I was like, all right, take this.
Bro, listen to me. Back then, when they first came here, you know what hotel that he put them in? What's the hotel down on MLK and Columbia Boulevard? Across street from McDonald's.
Shut up. That's where they was at?
That's where they stayed, right there, bro. I had a Honda Civic.
That's
hatchback.
the whole hotel.
I had a Honda Civic hatchback. I went down there and picked E40 up. We rolled through Northeast in the Honda Civic,
That's crazy.
BN40.
That's crazy, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
History.
Yeah.
E40 used to be all through this thing.
Come
I
on,
promise
bro.
you. I remember. I was like, dang, this nigga always up here.
And my thing about that is I fucks with E40. I fuck with his music. I'm a fan, a real fan.
Right.
My thing is this, like, as much love as Portland showed him and a lot of the Bay Area artists, it seemed like we just didn't get the love back. We got a shout out, but we never got the love back. I don't think no big artist from the Bay has ever picked up a Portland artist and signed them. I think Cool Nuts at one time was supposed to be signed to Sick With It, but nothing ever happened with it. I don't know.
But Nuts worked with 40 a lot.
Yeah, he fucks with 40. He done did songs with 40 and all that stuff. That's love.
Right.
But no artist has ever signed a Portland artist and put them on. As much love. Man, they make a lot of money up here, man.
They do.
Man, E40 come up here 3 times a year.
That's
Short
a fact.
come up here 4 or 5 times a year.
That's a fact.
You know,
That's
a
a
lot
fact.
of them artists come through Portland.
That's
They
a
give
fact.
a lot of shout outs and stuff. They shouted out when they did that versus battle.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Shout outs is cool, but
But man,
we want some people on too.
that's a fact too. So
know?
if you're watching E40, sure, whoever, listen.
It's
put
all
somebody
love,
on.
40. We love you.
We love you. That's a fact.
We fucks with you.
And got somebody from Seattle too, because they be
Yeah.
up there too. They be
Actually,
up there.
they put somebody. They put who I think D Shot put a group on up there. DSD. I forgot what was the name of the group. They did pretty good. That was back then though. Yeah. D Shot put a group.
So, man, speaking about putting people on, and especially when we're talking about, the Bay and not only putting anybody from Portland on, but we're getting shots out, and we take that. We appreciate that for sure.
Right.
But, I mean, back then, I know that, you were in the game at a high level. Was there any artists that maybe you worked with or you put on back then, or any artists that you may have helped out and getting their start as well?
Yeah, I helped a couple of artists out. I don't like to pat my own back and be like I put people on, because I ain't put nobody on. I put certain people in positions to where I took them to the water and they drunk the water on their own.
Okay.
Like for one instance, I went. This is a story no one's ever even heard before. I went. My brother was incarcerated down in OSP, and every year down there they do I forgot what it's called, but they have like where you can go and have dinner with inmates and all that stuff. And he invited me down there, and one particular artist was down there singing. A guy, I never met him. My brother knew him, but I never met him before. And come to find out, it was Luck from Can't Be Caught, right? So he'll tell you a story. He know I'm telling,
Right. Luck is cool.
Yeah,
Speaking of Luck,
man, that's my guy.
Yeah, I did a little county time, a little bit. Yeah. I ain't did no time, no pen. I ain't did nothing like that. But I was in the county, but I worked with him in Inverness in the laundry room. Right. He used to be singing all the time, man. He was real cool, man.
That's my dude, bro. I fucks with Luck tough. Even though if I don't talk or see him a year or two, it don't matter. That's still my dude. You know
that's
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
dude.
Yeah, my grandma always told me, shorter visit made longer friends.
Okay, talk about it.
So I heard him singing, and I was like, man, he nice. So I went and introduced myself and talked. I was like, man, when do you get out? He was like, I get out. I think he said about 6 or 7 months. I said, bro, when you get out, contact me. When you get out, contact me, bro. I need to get you in the studio, bro. For real, for real. So he gets out. We get we converse. We talked, and he had started a group with Lil Bone, Cousin B, and Show, right? So that was Can't Be Caught. So we would meet up at Luck House all the time. They would go over music and stuff like that. So I took them to Tory Ward. Shout out, big shout out. See, a lot of people don't talk about Tory Ward, but Tory Ward is one of the first producers in Portland.
Graphics
with his own studio in the basement. Back then we was doing reel to reels. Y'all don't know about reel to reels. You only get 4 tracks. If you don't ad libs, you got 4 tracks. Now these motherfuckers got unlimited. You got 4 tracks. So we went down to Tory Ward's, and they recorded, and the rest was history after that. They went their way. They had decisions they made. It was all love. It wasn't no why y'all doing this. Them is my niggas. So whatever, if it's better for them, I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not here to say I put them on or whatever, but I was part of that, and I feel like I can speak on it because I was part of that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah. And that happens, bro. Everybody alley-oop, somebody will play. You know what I'm saying?
I was a half-court alley-oop.
He said
for a dunk.
I hear that, man, because Can't Be Caught was big, man.
It was nice.
Yeah,
I still bump this shit.
Facts, legends in the town, man. Hopefully I can get them on the podcast. Can't Be Caught, man. I love to have y'all on here, man. Let's talk.
Niggas, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's dope. So, what other things did you do? Like, did you, I know when I was coming up, started rapping, and when I really started getting a name for myself, I started doing shows and stuff and putting people on the shows and stuff that maybe didn't know how to do it or were not getting put on. So I started I was doing shows all around the town, man, for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We had my little run. So like at that time, because I know you guys were doing something like that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We just started. Another person really got us on a lot of shows as far as like me and Mack, and was my guy Mike T.
I remember Mike T.
Mike T.
Yeah, I remember Mike T.
He from Minnesota, but he a Raiders fan.
Oh wow!
But man, Mike T put us on a lot of Bay Area shows. 3 times Crazy, Drew Down, a lot of shows, bro. But back then, you have to realize we could do shows here with no headliners from out of town and pack the place out.
That's a fact.
La Luna.
That's a fact.
The first Po Hop. I can say I was part of the beginning of Po Hop. I'm talking about 1,500 people in La Luna for Po Hop with no headliners.
It's crazy. I remember that.
That's how big Portland hip hop was.
It was huge. It was
shout
a
out
thing.
Cool Nuts put that shit together. Him and David Parks.
Man, Cool Nuts, man. That's one of the goats of the town, man. No question.
A lot of people be hating, but he did his thing.
I don't see how.
He did his thing. Because the thing is, he wasn't only a good rapper, but he was a good businessman.
Yeah.
Great businessman.
You see that in his works today.
Yeah, and they still doing their thing. Shout out Trap Kitchen, all them.
Facts.
Them my dudes, man.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, we got a good. It's a nice movement in the city right now, man.
It's a movement, bro. But what's
Cats
crazy is The only thing I don't like about the movement here is a lot of divide.
Yeah.
A lot of divide. Cause like I go to Memphis a lot, right? You know, I knew Gotti. I knew Yo Gotti before he got on, before he got big.
We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later.
But my thing is like, man, they fuck with each other. Atlanta, they fuck with each other. I mean, they have they inner quarrels, but they don't let that stop the money.
Right.
They'll go do a song. They can hate each other, but they'll go do a song and get that money.
That's a fact.
They ain't finna hang around each other.
And
but they gonna go get that money. They're not gonna let nothing.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Love. I'm that way. Like me, there's people that even in my city that I might not personally like.
Yeah, me too.
But I will sit down and get some money because I don't got no beef with you. It ain't that I hate you. You got a skill set. I got a skill set. We can get some bread together, and then we go our separate ways.
I ain't gotta like you to make no money with you
at all.
Man. We can go our separate ways and spend our money.
Facts. And spend our money. That's how I see it. But, you know, some people, they want that personal. Sometimes it ain't about that. There's personal relationships and there's business relationships.
It's just too, niggas is just too hard for the radio, man.
That's a fact, too.
Niggas is too hard for the radio. Like Mack Dre said, too hard for the motherfucking radio, man.
So,
for real.
So, Love, I want to turn the conversation a little bit and kind of address something that's been out here for a long time, man. I know a lot of people want to hear, but recently I seen an interview on Everything XL. Shout out to that podcast. I seen another legend from the town, another pioneer, Kenny Mack.
Right.
And, you know, he had an interview and he was discussing his situation. And, you know, his issue, of course, led to him doing some time. But on the other end of that, a lot of people said that you snitched.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and that's been something that's been over your head for a very long time.
Long time.
And when I first heard that back in the day, you know, I wasn't in there looking for paperwork or nothing like that.
Right.
But I heard it. And when you hear something in the streets, a lot of times, if you ain't even seen no paperwork, you believe what you hear.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever the story is that you hear the most of, you're going to take as that must be the truth, right?
Right.
And so the story I heard, in my mind, that's how it went down.
Right.
But because I never heard you say anything.
Yeah.
I'd have been around you many times. You never brought it up. I never heard nobody say, well, Love said this happened or that happened. It's always been one version that I heard.
Right.
And on top of what paperwork is out there.
Right.
So I want to address this issue and give you a chance to kind of explain how the whole scenario went down. And I want you to kind of start from the beginning and kind of work all the way up through the whole fiasco.
Right.
You know, and to keep in mind, this is not to say that what Love is saying is true or what Kitty Mack said is true. This is just me giving him a chance to tell his side of the story.
Right.
So that's all we're doing here today.
Right. For sure. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I never spoke on it because I knew it wasn't the truth. Mm-hmm. And at some point, you look at shit and you be like, man, it's gonna die out soon. Mm-hmm. You know. But it get to the point now in my life that I'm doing now, big shit I'm doing right now. Mm-hmm. I don't want shit to affect my bag.
Right.
That I'm finna get. Right. So I'm gonna give you the honor. I ain't, you know, it's been 14, 15 years. I ain't spoke on it.
That's a fact.
Because the thing is, I don't have time to every person I run into to tell a hour story to.
Right. All
I can tell him is I ain't told on nobody. Never have.
Okay.
If I told on him, he'd still be there.
All right. Well, so how this happened? So now when I was watching the podcast, I did see him mention like you owed him some money,
right?
Or you guys had a show and you owed him some money,
right?
And so that's kind of, it seemed like that was the foundation,
right?
And then it elevated from there. But kind of break down how that all started.
So without telling, like, you know, because it could last 2 hours, me telling you this whole story.
Absolutely.
So to make a long story short, my boy Dante used to have a club downtown on 13th and Broadway called Club Hip Hop.
Right.
That's where they used to do all the hip hop shows and all that. So I rented the spot out from him. Mm-hmm. Did a show with a lot of hip hop artists from Portland and Seattle. Mm-hmm. So a day or two before the show, I had them all come and meet me down there, and I explained to them, I'm gonna take care of y'all if the show do good.
Okay.
You know, but if it go bad, ain't nobody getting nothing.
Okay,
And
I feel that.
It's just the truth.
That's
you know?
conversations I had with people in certain functions. Yeah,
you have a choice if you want to do the show or you don't want to do the show.
Right.
They agreed to do the show. Show didn't do good.
Okay.
Nobody got paid. Only one person had a problem with it. And he was the person that had a problem with it. So one day I'm at Geneva's.
Now the person we speaking about is Kenny Mack,
yeah,
right?
I don't even like saying his name. I mean, you know,
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel it, but that's what we speaking about. Okay.
Yeah, we speaking on him.
Okay.
So I'm at Geneva's and my phone ring. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello? It's him on the line talking shit. Nigga, where my shit? Woo, 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 woo. You know how he is. Right. Character ass nigga. Woo, woo. I'm like, hold on, nigga, who the fuck you talking to? And let me mind you, let me tell you this. No cap. No cap in my rap, what I'm talking about right now. Whatever I'm speaking is all truth. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about? Who you talking to, first of all, nigga? I'm not one of these weak-ass niggas around here.
Right.
I'm like, first of all, where you at? I'm around the corner at Mike's Pager Place. This is when Mike had his Pager Place down on
Killingsworth?
Killingsworth.
Yeah, Complus.
I'm on my way. This is me telling, I'm on my way. I'm walking down the alley towards the Pager Place. He comes out the building. So instead of him being a man, like I was, coming straight to me, he go to his car, then he come to me. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what time it is. I'm like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen to me on my back. Turned around and walked off. Went back down the alley to the shop. So he ride through the shop. Let me talk to you, man. You know? I'm like, nah, that conversation over with between me and you. But today I regret not going out there and talking to him. None of this shit would have happened. But I was so mad.
Right.
Like, nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Right.
Drives off. This was a Saturday. So that Tuesday, I go to Terrell Brandon's. I had long braids back then still. And I'm getting my hair lined up from my boy Terrence. So I'm in there. I got my back turned to the door. And he comes in. I don't see him. I hear him. Yeah, I heard niggas around here talking shit. You know how he talk. Like, yeah, I told Terrence, bro, turn me around. Right? He turns me around. Nigga still talking shit. Then he walks out the building. Cool. Getting my hair lined up. I get done. And I saw a little bit of the interview too, you know?
Right.
Talking about I walked out the back door. False. Walked out the front door. I was parked in the back. Walked out the front door. Went around. Went to the car. I'm in a rental, mind you.
So let me stop you. Let me stop you right there. So just to get a little history on this. So now, just to back up just a little bit. So
$100.
Okay, there we go.
That's what all. Listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. This whole situation is about $100. This has nothing to do. I saw he did the interview, said he gave me a sack. I've never got a sack from this man. I had family members who had sacks. Why would I need to get a sack from you? To feed my family? Bro, I've been having a job since I was 15 when I had my son. Never been without a job since I was 15. I'm in my 40s now. Never been without a job.
So you saying that it's over $100?
Over $100.
He never sold you anything?
Never gave me nothing.
Okay.
Let me look in this camera. He never gave me nothing.
Hey, you say it.
Yeah.
So now we at the barbershop.
Right.
You said you come out the barbershop.
And before I say anything else, it's been past 7 years. With 7 years, the statute of limitations. He done did it. You know, I'm not finna. Because the thing is, I get to talking.
Right.
Then it's another. Oh, there he go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't want to get a lot into it.
Right.
But let me put it this way. Allegedly, when I drove out of the park, well, me and him had an altercation outside. You know, he come up to my car with his gloves on. So I already know what time it is. Man, go put your gloves back in your car. Let's fight. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you. You know that's how he talk.
So you offered to.
I offered to
for
let's
once.
get down.
Okay.
You know, I ain't scared of ass whooping, man.
Right.
Get my ass whooped, I get my ass whooped.
Right.
That one thing about me, I ain't never ran from no man. We all put our jeans on the same way. We bleed the same way.
That's a fact.
Whoop my ass. Maybe next day we'll go have a drink together. You know?
Maybe.
So, yeah, exactly. It depends how you beat me up.
Right, maybe.
Right. So I pull out the parking lot. Shots ring out. I don't know who it is.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right.
You know, shots ring out. I'm driving, chasing him, right? Going down Prescott. I'm going down Prescott. He on Wygant.
Okay.
Block to block. So I get a couple blocks ahead of him. I turn a left on like 20 something. He's coming. I handle my business. See, a lot of people don't know that. I handle my business. Ask him.
So handling your business.
So I handle my business. Ask him. So why would I tell on him and I handle my business too? You feel me? And the thing is, bro, it's like I don't have time to tell this story to every motherfucking body I see.
Well,
Can you imagine me going to everybody telling them this story? All I used to say is it ain't true. I didn't do it. And the thing is, I know it ain't true, bro. That's why I never moved differently after that. I was on the same corner in the same barbershop after that. I was promoting the same clubs after that, moving the same way. The only thing different that I've done, I've bought a lot of guns.
Right.
Because of that situation. I didn't carry a pistol back then, bro.
Right.
I didn't need to.
Right.
But I got plenty of them.
Right.
And I'm not on here bragging because I'm legal. Plenty of them.
Right.
But it just lets you know how a situation can change a person. Like, for a long time, bro, I was shy. I was like, am I going to go somewhere? Am I going to have to fight somebody because of this shit? Right. I'm used to doing what I'm doing.
Now, if you did think like that, it felt like that, I couldn't tell. Because I just see you everywhere. Like, look,
it was in my head. Because the thing is, it get to a point where you out somewhere, and maybe somebody just coming to shake my hand or saying what's up. But I was always on the defense of, do I got to punch this nigga? Or is he finna do something to me? You know, because it was a lot of dick riders around here. Right. And the thing is, you get a lot of people who started not liking me. But I look at it as, they didn't like me before that. That gave them a reason to.
Well, let me say this, because when I watched the interview on Everything Excel with Kenny Mack, he did mention that you went to the grand jury, which is in the paperwork. Right. So I don't want to use my words. I'll let you use your words. Right. What happened with the grand jury situation?
With the grand jury situation, mind you, when the situation happened, the police was coming to my house, pulling me over, all type of stuff for me to go talk to him. No, I'm not finna go do all that. No. So me and him had a conversation through another person about fixing the situation, right? So
wait, you sat down with him?
No.
No. Okay.
Through another person.
Okay. Somebody's
third party
communicating for both of y'all. Okay, got it.
Third party.
Got it.
About what can he do to help him with the situation. Asking me if I can help him with the situation. Okay. Putting a price on it. And you know, it's like, yeah, I'm talking about it now because I'm tired of him talking shit. I'm not. It's done and over with. He done did his time, so I'm gonna speak my piece. So if anybody got a problem with it, that's on them, because ain't nobody getting in trouble for what I'm saying right now. Right. So we came up with something. So I see he don't tell this story. I went and met with him and his lawyer downtown in his lawyer's office, right?
So you, the lawyer, Kenny Mack's lawyer, and Kenny Mack are sitting down together
in his lawyer's office downtown.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. This is the stories that no one knows about because I don't have time to tell all this shit to people. Okay, right. So we came up with a game plan. Game plan was straight. Boom. So I went and talked to the people on trying to help him out on his behalf. Not because I went down there on my own. Because I mean, let me just put it this way. Why would I go tell on him? Usually when people tell on people, they scared of them. I ain't scared of them at all. Like I said, I handle my business, so why would I go and tell on him for handling his business? Right. He know.
So then one would say, then if that's the case, why would you even go sit down with him and the lawyer?
That's a good question. Because it was other things involved.
Okay.
Though.
Okay.
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 Put it that way.
All right.
So I told the third party person, he don't have to worry about me going down there telling on him. But if he want me to help him, he gonna have to help me. If you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So we had the meeting with him and his lawyer. We came up with a game plan. So I went down there on me and his behalf. Not because I went down there to tell on him. Right. This is the story that me, him, and his lawyer came up with. So if you look at the paperwork, nothing in the paperwork says that I said that man did what he did to me.
Right.
And I'm going to put it like this. Anybody got the paperwork? If you can read some of the paperwork you got it?
I can't pull it out.
Okay. But I'm saying you read it.
I read it.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Let me just ask you, since you read it, is there anything in the paperwork telling the police that he did that to me?
I didn't see anything like that.
Okay. All right. So the story I told them is a story that me, him, and his lawyer came up with. Mm-hmm. Right? They knew he was at the barbershop because they already knew it was me and him who got involved in an altercation. Mm-hmm. Someone at the barbershop said something. And the thing is, when I was down there, they showed me a paper with like 6 pictures on it, right? Mm-hmm. And it was about 4 or 5 of them. And 5 of them, his name was circled and people's signature was on it. I saw the signature, but it ain't my place to say who it was who did that.
So wait a minute. You went down there, they put on display pictures, mm-hmm. and then the pictures show signatures of maybe people who came in before you.
I don't know. Yeah.
To identify?
People came in before me to identify him, circle this picture and sign their name. Mm. So when it came down to them asking me, they didn't ask me, is this the person who did that? They asked me, do you know anybody on these pictures? Mm-hmm. They know they know that I know him. Right. I'm like, yeah, I know him. They said, well, if you know him, just circle his name, circle his picture, and sign your name. Right. I said, I need to see a lawyer. That was the end of the conversation right there. Hmm. That was the end of the conversation, and I left.
Hmm. That's crazy.
And that's what kills me, bro. It's like, If I had went down there and told them people that it was you, mm-hmm. like I said, you would just now be getting out, or you would still just be in there.
Okay, because per the interview that I watched, he said that you went down there with your mom and your uncle.
Come on, man. I'm a grown man.
Hey, I'm just saying that's what the interview said.
I'm a grown man. I don't need nobody to go down there and do nothing for me. Mm. I'm a grown-ass man, bro.
So you went down there by yourself?
By myself on his me and him and his lawyer's behalf. And you know what? I regret even doing that to this day because I shouldn't have even said nothing to them. Mm.
I get, yeah.
And that's what happened, bro.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Well, it is a tricky situation.
It's very tricky.
It's a tricky situation.
It's very tricky.
It's a lot of sides.
Let me say this to people out there: if anybody got the paperwork and it's something in there that says that I said he did that to me, let me see. I'll give you whatever you want.
I might have to create something.
I'll give you whatever you want, man. If you can find that in the paperwork, I'll give you whatever you want.
That's crazy. So to kind of so after that grand jury, after that situation, what were the next things that happened after that?
The next thing that happened after that was it was another person involved, mm-hmm. Who gave some statements. Mm-hmm. And that was the ultimate reason why he ended up having to take a plea and going to jail. Because the thing is, like, bro, we good. You don't have to take a plea. I'm not finna go down there.
Right.
So you good.
Right.
But then in this interview, this is my first time even knowing this. in an interview, he said something about his lawyer called him down to his office, and his lawyer told him there was a third person who was coming forth with some information. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Right.
Me and you and your lawyer already got this handle. We good. I'm not finna show up, so you good. Don't take a plea. You gonna beat this.
Right.
You straight. Nigga, if anybody snitched, you snitched. You went down there and told and admitted to it to get less time.
Yeah.
On my behalf, you was finna beat this. I wasn't coming down there.
Right.
My statement I made didn't mean shit. I never said you did that.
So then, why do you think that it's so it's so strong out here that you are the one, you're the reason, you're the snitch, and that's kind of what the narrative is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the narrative that's out there. It's not about another person. It's all about you. And if you're saying that all you did was go out there and say, well, they told you, you say, yeah, I know him, and then ask you to sign a circle, you say, no, give me my lawyer, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Then why do you think?
Man, that's a $1 million question right there, bro. And that's what's so fucked up, because I'm not the reason why he went to jail. I'm not the reason why you went to jail.
That's crazy, man. Well, at the end of the day, man, it's one of those tricky situations. You know, like I said, you got his side, you got your side, you got the paperwork, and somewhere between them three, the truth is there somewhere.
And you know what, bro? It's like I knew better to even doing that.
Right.
You know? But being the type of person I am, okay, let's do this.
Now that, you know, per your story, you're not the reason why he really went down, because he did mention about the third party person, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he mentioned the name in that interview, but
he mentioned the name.
Okay.
No, he mentioned the name, but then the person, it was a female, he said something about his lawyer told him about. I don't know who that person is, but he mentioned the other person's name.
So then if it wasn't for you, you know, saying that you snitched and that's what went down, so why do you think he really went down?
Well, because it was other people involved that he's not, that he's really not naming. If it was between just me and him, everything would have been cool. Nothing would have happened. But you got another individual who meant well with the situation, I think, but it just got handled the wrong way. Right. You know? And that's what happened with that other individual, you know? So, like I said, if it was just if it would have just been just me and his situation, he would have been good.
I need to know who the other individual is. If you're watching this, hit me up in my inbox DM. Let's get you on the show. Let's talk about it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I say, it's tricky. I mean, we've heard his side. We know his side. We've seen the paperwork. Now we got your side.
Man, I'm finna just deaden this shit, bro.
And that's what I want to ask.
I don't even want to talk about the shit no more, because the thing is this, I'm going to keep doing me. Right. If a motherfucker don't like me or whatever, so be it. All right. I know the truth. I know I did not tell on that man. I did not tell them people that he did that to me. Like I said, if you can find that in the paperwork, I'll give you whatever you want.
So let me ask you this. I mean, it's been years. Right. Times went by. Do y'all think that y'all can ever sit in the same room and kind of just talk this out and hash it out?
That's what's crazy. We done been in the same rooms together since then. We done got in a fight. We done had a fight.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that, man.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. This when A1 then was doing the OWN.
Okay.
Downtown.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe I do remember that.
Bro, hey, funny story. I gotta tell this story.
Go ahead, man. I gotta hear it. I want to hear it.
So I'm with me and my niggas. Me, my nigga Zebo, all my Memphis niggas, we deep. We go up in the OWN. And so a situation happened with some other cats and my nigga KK. You know? So they scuffling. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? And I look at my left and I see him on the other side. We lock. Boom. We going at it. We on the ground. Instead of some punches being thrown, I feel a motherfucker in my face, scratching my face, right? So the nigga stuck his finger in my eye and I pulled away and he scratched my pupil in my eye. So after all the fighting and stuff, the club ended. His car is right outside. That's when he had his Magnum.
Mm-hmm.
We at his Magnum, waiting on him. This nigga never shows up to the Magnum. He gives a bitch his car keys to come get his car.
Oh, man.
Because he didn't want to come get his car. No cap. No cap.
You heard it first.
Now, I got a lot of stories with him, bro. I'm going to tell one more story.
All right,
I'm
go ahead.
going to leave it alone because I don't even want to keep dwelling on this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, I feel it. I don't want to stir it back up, but you know.
No, it ain't nothing to stir up.
Right, I feel it.
The pot is already cooked.
I feel it.
So you remember Wranglers, right?
I remember Wranglers. Yep. Downtown. That's a free club.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm in Wranglers. Me and my nigga Choo Choo
Mm-hmm.
playing pool. He walks in. Hey, man, I need to talk to you. Let's go in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Hell no, nigga. I be fucked up. I'm not finna go in no bathroom with you. Come on, bro. I just want to I want to talk to you about something. So we go in the bathroom. This nigga apologizes. Man, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to scare you. Nigga, you trying to scare me. Nigga, you almost blew my head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever, nigga. Nigga, a tear came down a nigga eye. No cap.
Damn.
But the thing is, I don't have time to tell a million motherfuckers these stories, bro.
Right.
I'm going to tell them once. And I'm giving you the honor to have these stories.
Appreciate it.
Because I'm dead in this shit. I'm never going to speak on this shit again.
Right.
Because I got other shit. I'm grown now, bro. I got 2 grandkids, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time to be.
You got 2 grandkids now?
Yeah,
oh,
bro.
damn. Okay.
Because the thing is, bro, sometimes you got to be accountable for the shit you do.
That's a fact.
And you got to realize, bro, this man ain't had no good luck since then. None. No good luck.
Damn.
None. So, it is what it is, bro.
Well, I mean, you got your piece off, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you came and did it here.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll never speak on this shit again. I'm done with it. Nobody come ask me about this shit no more. I don't want to hear it. That's the story. I didn't tell on this man. If I told on him, he'd still be in there.
Well, there you have it.
He wouldn't have did 3 years in minimum at Columbia River. He would have went to OSP where my brother was waiting on him.
Well, man, moving on, man. So now I kind of want to get into, past the rapping. Now let's fast forward. So, like, at one time I was doing my rap thing, and I was doing my shows. I started doing hip hop shows and stuff. Actually, you did a show with me.
Yeah.
But I had to have Mount Tabor every Monday.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Monday. So one day I got an idea. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna claim this first. I had an idea. I was like, because mind you, I never really went to the club. Right. I would always do bars and stuff. I never went to the club. Right. So the first time I went to the club, it was at Red Sea.
Right.
So I goes into the Red Sea. This shit turned me out. I was like, what the fuck is going on in here? My bro was like, bro, I told you it'd go down in here. I was like, whoa, I ain't never been to the club. I'm actually 22 at this time. So I'm in here, but while I'm in here, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dang, it'd be nice to do a show up here at the motherfucking club. So fast forward, I had an idea. I said, let me, think about throwing a party, man. I want to do a party and have my group perform, because I was like, we can get more people and then we could probably make more money.
Right.
So I had this idea and it wouldn't shake. So I told a few people about it. I went to a few and I got turned away. But my cousin Ivy was in at the Vintage. At this point, Red Sea had closed down. Yeah. So now the Vintage is open.
The white dude that bought it.
The white dude bought it, right. So she was like, well, Cutting, come fuck with me at the Vintage and we can get it up in here. I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. So I had my dude do the flyer, man, and I already had my promotional grind down from the hip hop shows. My thing was posters everywhere, flyers everywhere. So I'm gonna put that same grind to these parties. Posters with the parties on there at every corner. So, and anyways, fast forward, we get the show. We get the party going. It's popping, boom, packs it out. We performs it. We did like 3 songs, gave out our little pressed up CDs, and made a little change. Right. But we had a gang of people with our shit. Yeah. But the money that was made changed my whole outlook. Yeah.
You got bit by the bug.
That time I said, oh, fuck these shows. I'm doing parties. I said, that's it. So now I get to the Vintage and I'm trying to like, hey, I'm gonna get my own night. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep this shit moving. I'm gonna get my own night. So I was like, well, Love got this, Love got that. I'm like, he got all the dates. I can't get nothing.
I had like 3 nights in that motherfucker.
I was like, I can't get nothing.
I had Fabulous Fridays.
Right.
I forgot what Saturdays was called. Then Monday, I had MySpace Monday.
Mondays, facts.
Was cracking.
So they was like, well, look, you can get 1 Friday out the month. I was like, cool. And they had divvied them up with much different promoters on Fridays. And I was like, okay, cool. Or maybe it was Saturday. I forget what day it was, but it was one of them days. So that's when I started the Grown and Sexy, and I started doing the red and white. And that's when I started, that was my start right there.
I think you was the first one that came up with them party things.
Yeah, the themes. That was my theme, the themes. And I'm gonna tell you where I got that from, because I moved to New York for a minute and I seen how they was moving out there. So when I came home, I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing like this. So that's when I started doing the themes real heavy. But we got up in there and that's what we would do. We would throw up, party, and we would perform. Now at that time, when no rappers performing at their parties, I can tell you that right now. We was the first. TBKS, me, shout out to my guards. We was the first to do it. But I ain't taking from nobody, because some of y'all do it at a high level. I'm out the game, so I ain't trying to, don't come for me. Please don't come for me. But
they need to cut that.
you know how it be, man.
Just kill me with that shit, bro.
But at that time, bro, it was crazy because you had it on lock. Like you said, you had multiple days.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I will say with you when it comes to these parties, man, nobody has had a run like you. Now, there's a lot of promotional crews, promotional people who promote, and I think everybody's great in their lane and what they do, and everybody brings something to this. But for you, when it came to getting a new spot that nobody even heard of or went to, because back then, if it was something new, you had to try to warm it up.
Yeah.
You get something new first night, it's on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, how this nigga be doing this? He finds spots I ain't even heard of and turn them into something, and it's booming with a run, though.
I give you the blueprint, because I'm on my way out. I'm on my way out. But my thing is this. I never wanted to go do a club that was already cracking. Mm-hmm. That there was already a promoter there. Right. So a lot of promoters ago, I done had this happen to me numerous of times. Spots I done got cracking. So instead of just being respectful and coming to me and be like, hey, let's do this, they'll go behind me and go talk to the owner. Not knowing the owner coming to me. I don't already have the conversation with the owner. Right. Hey, look, anybody want to come do some other hip hop shit? Come holler at me, because you don't want too much hip hop shit at your shit. Right. Because it's gonna get turned out. You can't have 3 nights of hip hop here. Right. You can only have 1 hip hop night a week. You can't have multiple. Right. So my thing is this, bro. This is what I used to do. For instance, with Bar 84, right? Oh, before you get into that, let me tell you about Bar 84. I knew he was now, mind you, I knew he was about to everybody who go to Bar 84, you could. I never was there. I never went, and I'm gonna tell you why. This man stopped my money. He had a problem with me. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was hot. But don't blame me. Blame your partner for that. Blame Kevin Martin. Blame Kevin Martin for that. It wasn't me. So we got Saturday nights at the Blue Dragonfly. We booming. We got it locked. I mean, we eating. Lock. It was popping. Yeah, it was so crazy. I'm like, cool. So now I heard, okay, Love got 84. Oh, we ain't worried about that, man. We got the #1 spot right now, man. We killing them. George gassing us up. We talking big shit, right? Love like, all right, yeah, we coming, man. We ain't worried about no Love, man. I really didn't even say it like that. I was just like, hey, bro, I got this spot over here too. It's enough money for everybody. I think I went and got Mike. He down in Vegas right now DJing. I know you're talking about Mark Morris. Mark. Yeah. We got Mark Morris to be my DJ on Saturday nights. So Kevin hit me. I don't know if he hit me or if I saw him. He was like, man, you ain't finna do nothing, man. You might as well. I was like, okay, bro. I said, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm about to blow y'all out the water the first night. He was like, yeah, right. We already got it on lock. We good. I said, watch. But you know how I got the spot? I rolled down MLK, going to y'all spot one night. It was a Saturday. I rolled down and I stopped. The reason why I got the spot, because I missed the green light. Oh, you sitting right at the corner. Sitting at the corner. Turn my head to the left, and I'm looking at a spotlight, and it's only like 4 people in there. Oh, your antennas is up. What? Man, I bent the block. Parked. That's a promoter's dream. Wait. Went in, bro. And you know me. I'm at the bar. I'm at the bartenders. Right. I was like, bro, I say, man, where the fuck everybody at? I said, man, y'all got a great establishment here. Game time. Why is this place? Why is it not cracking? Right. You have a this is I was gassing. I said, man,
Right.
this is beautiful.
Right.
This
That's how
is
you do it.
beautiful, bro. I said, you got the VIP up there. It should be packed.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I don't know. I said, well, look, I do parties.
Right.
Well, actually, I told him I do parties, but I don't really do parties. I do clubs. I'm not good at throwing parties.
Right.
I'm good at a every week thing.
Right.
I said, well, man, I do, I'm a promoter. I said, man, if you give me one night in here, I swear you'll make so much money in here. That's how I get them.
That's gonna get anybody, especially club ain't doing no money.
This what happened. This when Lil Wayne came.
Oh, I know.
Right? Lil Wayne had a concert. So, you can't, if you don't got Lil Wayne at the after party, you can put his name on the flyer, but you can't be like Lil Wayne after party. So you name it the party after the Lil Wayne show.
Okay.
So you don't be like, this is Lil Wayne after party. This is a party after the Lil Wayne show.
Now,
so it was kind of technical.
That same night, we did after party for the Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
We had a flyer for the Lil Wayne after party.
But this wasn't the night. This wasn't the Saturday night that because y'all still was going on.
This during the week. This was a weekday.
Yeah.
I remember because we did one the same day you did one,
and I saw it. Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, how can I get the people here? My boy from Memphis, which is a barber, who was Yo Gotti's barber, who was cool with Pleasure P, which they was messing with Tierra Marie and them back then.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Right.
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, tell the story.
I said, hey, bro. I said, I got this spot. I need an artist. He was like, well, man, I got Pleasure P. I said, no, I can't afford Pleasure P. I said, who else you got? He said, well, I got Tierra Marie. This one she had just had that single.
Right.
I was like, what she want? He said, man, give me $3,500, all in, plane ticket, hotel, whatever. Give me $3,500.
Got to jump on that.
I said, book it.
Right.
I gave him the date. I said, book it.
Right.
So I did the party there. Boom. After the party, everybody left. The party was booming. Tierra Marie came perform. She got on the bar. She performed on the bar and all type of shit, bro.
She's acting up.
Acting up. I was like, thank you, baby. That night after that, I said, look, I was here last Saturday. It was dead. I said, man, trust me. Give me every Saturday in here, and you will make more money in one night that you will make in 2 months. And I promise you. And if you don't give me no more nights. He said, cool. I said,
That's it. That's all you need to hear.
Made the fly. This was before Facebook, all that shit. It was just MySpace.
This is MySpace. That's a fact.
Remember how you get on MySpace and used to make the flyers and you can make the little blingy things on the
Right.
flyers
Facts.
and shit.
Facts.
Bruh, I did that Saturday. Kevin was talking shit.
Oh, I know. He's
All
always
week.
talk shit. I
Man,
know.
you're not going to do nothing. I said,
Right.
bro.
Kevin
I
to
said,
get
okay.
Kevin to get in your ear, boy.
I said, you know what? I'm going to blow y'all out the water first night. And what happened?
Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. We was dry. And then on top of that, what you doing that, put the word out, new hot spot Saturday night, 84. Then Sam came with his party.
Right.
Birthday party I think it was at the hotel.
Yeah.
With Cun and them.
Yeah.
That left us dry.
Right.
Then
it was a good run.
They went right back to you.
It was a good run.
The 84. Everybody's like, fuck the Blue Dragonfly. Y'all said that Blue Dragonfly too hot. Everybody want to go there. I was like, oh, damn, we done.
And he my partner still to this day. What George do?
Oh, so George hit us with so he said his deal. Yeah, man, I gotta go over there with Love, man. Yeah, man, y'all ain't really getting no money right now, man. Love, man, he got it going on, man.
And you know what? I didn't call him. I didn't be like, hey, bro, you need to come over here.
Right.
That man called me. He was like, man, I'm through with I'm through with the Dragonfly.
Right.
I want to come and fuck with you.
That's George,
and
man.
At the time, Barty 4 had the big ass screens, all the screens. So back then, that's when the DJs was playing the videos.
Right, facts.
So that's what made the club look super. Bro, I swear, for about 4 months straight, every Saturday after paying the DJ, security, man, I was walking out of there with fat pockets.
I know you was, man. I know you was.
After paying my street team, I had a street team with
me. Had that.
That helped me out. I appreciate it. We cool to this very day.
Right.
I love them to death.
Right.
And, man, that's what I did, bro. I would go to spots just like hobos.
Yeah, you turned that up too. But I want to take you back a little bit. So now I'm gonna tell you. So back in the day, man, when the vintage was popping, now mind you, Love was king of the vintage, no question about it. When the ball players in town, you went to the vintage, you know it's gonna be booming. And what I used to love about it, even with Red Sea, when you seen Love in there, Bo in there, yeah, you knew we might not get out there till 5, 6 in the morning. Z-Bo pay the DJ, you know.
The club owner.
You some of them they had to go, but some people could stay. I was able to stay, and I went up there, and it's booming. After hours,
he would pay the club owner. Man,
Facts.
Lock the doors, and let's just keep it going.
We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, lock the doors. Can't no police come in. Nothing.
I remember one particular show that you did, man. So at this time, you know, you had Boosie coming, Webby was hot, and you had Webby Book, right?
Right.
And everybody was ready for Webby. Webby had that hot album at that time. It was going down. I couldn't wait. Everybody was ready. I was ready. So we get there, and no Webby shows up.
Let me tell you what happened with that show.
Well, before we finish, tell about it. So Webby didn't show up. So now we are like, Webby ain't here, Webby ain't here. He was like, no, we got something else for y'all. So somebody gets on stage. So I'm looking at this nigga. I'm like, okay, it's a funny looking nigga, but nigga, the beat is slapping. And he actually was rocking it. I was like, man, this nigga dope. Who is this nigga? It was Yo Gotti.
Yo Gotti, that was the first time Yo Gotti ever been to the West Coast, bro. Was Portland,
we didn't even know
Oregon.
who Yo Gotti was.
It was Portland, Oregon, man.
And he didn't even blow up right after that.
Nah, it took him a while.
Yeah. But I go like, wait, Yo Gotti was in the town back in the day. Yeah, look, Yo Gotti in the town, bro.
At the vintage.
The vintage, bro.
So let me go back. What happened with the Webby shit?
Mm-hmm.
So the people that we were going through, as far as like sending a deposit,
mm-hmm.
it was a con man.
Mm.
So we sent the money, but it wasn't to Webby's people. It was through another website who was a con man who got our money, and Webby didn't even know about the show, bro.
Damn. That shit was all. If Webby would have came to the town, he would have been like, you couldn't go nowhere in the town without seeing that flyer.
Bro, that was like one of the biggest parties besides my New Year's Eve party.
That motherfucker was wall to wall.
Wall to wall.
You couldn't, sardines, bro.
Right.
I miss them days, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, I tell people this all the time, man. When Zebo and them was here in Portland, like they changed the way of nightlife in Portland. Right. That's the only time a person from out of town came to this town and changed the way nightlife was, bro.
Facts. Because he brought that big dog status to the club.
Yeah, without being a big dog.
Without being a big dog, right. That's a fact, man. And
he a cool ass nigga. If you didn't know he had any money or who he was, he 100.
Yeah, man, it was real cool, man. I met him a couple times in there, shook his hand, and man, he was real cool. But what I want to say, man, is that I don't think that you get enough just due when it comes to the promo game.
Nah,
because
I don't.
And the thing about it is, bro, and I salute everybody, man. You know, we all played our position. I think everybody who's done promotion in the city in our era, man, brought something to the table that's great. But I don't think you get your just due, man. Like I say, there's nobody in this town that can get a new spot and get a run in a new spot like you, who's had more. Like, ain't nobody opened up no club that nobody know of and got it moving like you have. I'm talking about from Portland to Vancouver.
Yeah, I don't think no one in the town has had multiple clubs, more clubs than I have done.
That's a fact.
I mean, just like I went over to Vancouver. See, people don't know. Remember, I had the Nile
twice. I'm about to say you've been over there a couple times.
I had the Nile
booming,
booming. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why the Nile shut down. But let me tell y'all something about the Nile. I was in the process of trying to buy the Nile, right? But the dude who owned the Nile, we was making money. I was paying him. But the thing is with him, he wasn't paying the people in the building. That's why the Nile got shut down. Man.
Okay.
But the Q Club,
booming.
In Vancouver, bro. Mm-hmm. That's why I say, like, Portland would be, in the last 4 or 5, maybe longer than that, Portland would be a dead-ass Saturday night if it wasn't for me. And the thing is, I'm not patting myself on the back or tooting my own horn, but God damn it, man, it got to be known, bro. Because what's crazy is I done seen a lot of promoters get together and do parties.
Right.
And this is, I got love for all the promoters.
Right.
I don't get mad or nothing, but it bothers me.
I feel you.
I have not once ever been called and being like, hey, love, let's do this party. I was always the one calling cats. Even with the heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters, yeah.
Me, you,
Sam,
and Kenny.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I've never had and let me look in the camera. I have never, ever had any promoters in Portland call me and be like, "Hey, love, let's do something."
Yeah,
never.
I can feel that.
Maybe it was because of the situation,
right,
and I understand.
Right.
But I'm glad they didn't, because I stood on my own 2 feet and I did it myself. I did it my way.
Right. I feel that, bro. I
did it my way.
I didn't get calls either. I didn't get calls either. I ain't gonna hold you.
And you know what's crazy? The only thing stopped me right now was COVID.
Fact.
Because before COVID, I still had the hottest Saturday night club in Portland, Oregon, bro.
That's a fact. And
it was a club that nobody was going to.
Hobos, right?
Bruh.
Facts.
I was just downtown. I was in line at the Barrel Room.
Mm-hmm.
Line was stupid long. This club across the street. It looked like it was like the Black Book. You know, you go in the Black Book and it's just the bar and that's it.
Right.
There was a DJ in there bumping, had the door open. I'm like, shit, I'm finna go across the street, have me a drink, whatever.
Right.
I'll walk in. You ever watch that cartoon where they got this one tent in the middle of the desert, and the dude stick his head in the tent and it's this big ass mansion?
Right.
That's what hobos was like.
That's crazy.
I
never been in a hobo, so I'm getting your visuals.
I walked
right
in
now.
there. I'm like, what the fuck? I walk in. First thing I see is the balcony upstairs. Downstairs, upstairs, and I go to the left, and it's still going.
That's crazy.
I'm going to the back. I go outside. They got a big ass courtyard in the back. What I do? Went sat at the bar. Talk to the bar manager.
Hit him with the spiel,
bruh. You know I do parties, bro? It's Saturday. This shit is dead as fuck.
Right.
I said, man, please, just let me get one Saturday, man. Let me get one Saturday. And you know what Saturday that was? Remember when Moneybagg Yo and them was on tour with Wiz Khalifa? About a year and a half ago.
I remember that.
I did the after party for Moneybagg Yo in there.
You had Moneybagg in there?
He didn't come.
Oh, okay.
Because they had to leave that same night. But I had the okay
to say
do that.
Okay, got you.
And that's how I started off. And then he made so much money at the bar. Man, I'll see you next Saturday.
Right, come on through.
And I went and got my man Hef and my guy Kenny McDonald.
Right.
And we was doing it for a year and a half straight, bro. Only thing stopped us was COVID, bro.
That's crazy.
Like I said, ain't nobody had like a longer run than me, as far as like being consistent on a every Saturday night basis.
Right.
Like I said, I wasn't good at throwing parties. Y'all was great at throwing parties, bro.
Right.
The Aries party, all that shit. Y'all was great at that.
Still the biggest party in the city to this day.
I wasn't
to this
good.
Date.
Bro, I wasn't good at throwing parties. I couldn't even throw a birthday party for myself.
But you had it popping though every week. That's the wave, bro. That's that consistent money, man.
It's all about the marketing and right timing with things. It's like I never wanted to step on nobody's toes.
Right.
If they doing something. If they doing a Friday night, I would never do a party on a Friday night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would always pick an off night. You know, that's just how I am.
Right, I feel you.
I'm a good nigga, bro. If you my friend, bro, you my friend. You ain't got to worry about me going behind your back or doing something to you.
Right.
Like I said, bro, I'm a good dude, bro. If you do me wrong, shame on you.
Right.
You know, it's like it's crazy how people get the perception of me off of somebody else. Get to know me, bro.
That's how it goes, though.
Yeah, I'm a good dude, man.
That's how it goes.
I'm not a good dude. I'm a great dude.
I agree. I don't have no argument on that, bro. Yeah. But, you know, at the same time, like I said, when people feel certain things on your head, they might not want to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take what they hear and run with it. That's how that shit go.
Exactly.
For real. So, man, you know, speaking of parties too, man, you know, we like I said, you was the king of this shit, bro, when it came to having to run, open up a new spot, man. Even some of the biggest spots, man, you was the top dog in. But, I mean, since we on the parties, I want to kind of take a turn in the conversation, and I want to talk about something here. So 12/31/2010. So now, this particular night, I did a party in Seattle with Brotha Luv, and I brought, you know, did my movement, getting the town up there, and we did it at, I forgot what hotel it was, but it was dope. But I remember waking up that next morning, getting a lot of phone calls, man, a lot of phone calls. And, that night, some things went down at a club that you had. I think you had your New Year's Eve party there, right? Yeah, it was Club 915. There was a shooting, which leaving one of the bouncers dead, and another person, actually convicted for that.
Right.
Since that was at one of your functions, I just kind of want you to explain what happened that night.
I hate to even think about that night, because the thing is, that's a promoter's worst nightmare, bro.
That's a fact.
Is having a body under your watch,
Mm-hmm.
And what's crazy is the person who got killed was a friend of mine, and the person who did it is a very good friend of mine.
Right.
And the thing is, it wasn't even intentional.
Mm-hmm.
It was an accidental shooting.
Mm.
I had a New Year's Eve party. Actually, let me put it like this: it wasn't just my party.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 other promoters' parties. It was 3 of us,
mm-hmm.
but it was only all. It was when it was good,
mm-hmm.
it was all 3 of us.
Ain't that how it always go?
But when it went bad, it was just mine.
Right.
But the thing is, I'm still cool with both of them. They my homies.
Right.
But
just to play devil's advocate on that, I mean, if you look at the flyers,
it's
love.
Yeah. So I'm
it's
not
love
saying
New Year's
nothing.
Eve. Right.
I'm not saying it's nothing.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
knows.
Right.
And it was man. We had a great night, bro. That was the place was so packed. It was cracking. I had my man Streets DJing. I forgot. I think I had DJ Drastic downstairs. So it was so crazy. The line to get in the club was super long. Then when you got in the club, the line to get upstairs was super long.
They upstairs in 915. Right.
We had sections, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Roy was there. We had our own big ass section. My boy KK, man, I miss my nigga. I just talked to him today too. I talked to him. He get out December 20th of next year.
Okay, he almost home.
Yeah, he home. He less than a year now.
Oh yeah,
he rolled that out.
Mm-hmm.
It was ugly, bro. I guess I really don't know what happened, what caused it, but it was security was ruffling him up, and he had his thing, and it went off, and it hit the bullet hit the ground and hit the guy in the side. So, he went in, manslaughter. They didn't give him murder.
Right.
They was trying to hang him.
I'm sure.
Good thing we had a real homeboy with some money to take care of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's crazy because I knew the dude. I was just before the club started. We was all downstairs drinking. The dude who got killed and all that. That was my partner.
Okay.
So that's why it was all fucked up to me. But thing is, when that happened, bro, it put a black eye on my name for the longest. I couldn't get nothing downtown. I couldn't throw a party or a club for at least 3 years. I didn't want to anyway.
Right, I could feel that.
But, man, if that hadn't happened, that would have been the biggest spot I ever had, ever. Because I had already had 915 every Saturday.
Right.
Another spot. That was the number 1 spot downtown, bro.
Yeah, I remember. I was able to get a couple nights in there.
That was nice.
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely a money grab.
The owner Frank gave it to me, bro. And it was stupid retarded in there that night, man. New Year's Eve, man, it was crazy. That's wild. Crazy. Yeah, I got that call, man. I remember when it happened. Everybody's calling, like, man, somebody got killed. And I was like, oh, it's crazy. Yeah. But they said, they're like, what's cracking, though? You know how people do. Right. But, but that's good, man. Rest in peace to the dead, man. Yeah, for real. And my boy, like I said, I talked to him today. My man, my boy be home, man.
I know he ready, too.
Oh, bro, we finna do it big next New Year's.
Oh,
but the thing is, it's going to be different.
Right.
We're not doing no clubs, man. We're going to get the biggest motherfucking mansion in the Portland surrounding area.
Oh, it's going down.
Gated off.
Oh, it's going down.
Invite only.
I hope I get an invite.
It's going to be crazy.
I need to be in that thing.
I'm talking. We already talked, man. He was like, bro. He said, make sure you talk to Moneybag Yo. I want Moneybag Yo there. And whoop to whoop. I'm like, bro. I'm gonna make it happen.
Moneybag Yo is hard, bro.
Yeah, he the truth.
He's hard.
Hey, you know what's crazy is when he first started. He signed to Endless, which is my nigga Zebo's label.
Right,
a lot of people don't know that.
Zebo
owns Endless, but it's my partner Head, which is really like He's like the CEO of Endless.
Okay.
He runs it.
Okay.
But man, I was down there promoting for Bag when he was we was down there CIAA, motherfucking South by Southwest before he was big the way he is now. So that's why I tell people it's like I've seen it with my own eyes, and it can happen. But to you artists out there, you Portland artists, let me give y'all the blueprint of this shit. When they say it take money to do this shit, it take money, but it take you from getting your ass up and getting out of Portland.
Yeah.
Get out of Portland, rub elbows with other artists. The thing is about Portland niggas, anywhere we can go anywhere, and I don't want to say we don't finesse niggas, but we different than any nigga in that. Everywhere we go, we different.
That's a fact.
They notice we
That's
different niggas.
We different.
Either in a bad way.
Right.
Or a good way.
But we different.
That's a fact. So it's easy for us to rub elbows with niggas. We got the best weed.
Facts.
Most of these niggas love white bitches.
Facts.
We got plenty of them, and we got plenty of salmon.
Salmon. I was just about to say that. Salmon and white bitches.
I'm just Mike Epps said that shit, so I said that shit. But the thing is, we got the best. We got the best weed. We open.
Facts.
You can come up here and get caught with crack and not go to jail now.
Listen, man, that's what I said. I posted that one time. I said, boy, everybody about to be out here. Look, we look like Whitney and Bobby out here, man.
Listen, as long as you ain't got no meth and no guns, you can be good.
That's a fact.
Don't get caught with no guns or no methamphetamines, and you good. You get caught with cocaine, crack, shrooms, whatever.
Yeah, anything.
Nothing happened to you.
Anything. And it's crazy, man, when they passed that law, I was like, are they serious, bro?
Yeah, because the thing is, you got to realize all those old people are out of there. Now you got the flower people in there now who've been doing drugs all day life.
They're like, this is harmless.
Harmless. Look at me. I've been smoking. I've been doing shrooms and drugs all my life.
Nobody should go to jail for this.
Right. I'm in the
and I'm
Senate.
fine.
I'm good. Yeah.
That's facts, man. Speaking of that, man, the Senate, man, when this pandemic thing first happened and we dealt with the George Floyd situation and we had all that stuff going on, Portland was like the topic. You couldn't, no matter what news station you turned to, they were speaking on our city and what we had going on here. And at that time, like I say, just fast forwarding from you doing parties, you actually kind of changed your image, like even your lane, your path, your passion. You actually got down there, and we talked about it in our podcast episode. Yeah, second episode we talked about. So if y'all want to go check that out, it goes in grave detail. But you was on the front line for that. We had a conversation, and I remember during the conversation you were going to D.C. And I know they was calling for everybody to go to D.C. at this time, and you was trying to get people together. I was seeing you doing that, posting that, but you actually went. Actually, I seen a lot of people in Portland out there.
We was deep.
And I remember saying, once you go, I'm gonna bring you back. So this is a perfect time, man. So I just want to ask you, man, kind of explain your experience with that. What you experienced, how you felt, and what was the result that you seen from that movement.
Man, that was my first time ever in DC, and to go there on that time, man, it was amazing. It was amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like even going to the Black Lives Matter street they had down there. Right. Shit you see on the news that you didn't see it in person. Just being down there in person amongst all these black people. It was other races too, but just being down there at the White House and protesting the same thing we was doing here. Right. We was doing there. And it's like last time we had talked, we was talking about activism and stuff like that. It's like I'm an activist, but I stay in my lane as far as like activism. Like me, I was talking to somebody the other day about it. I was like, I was trying to find the word of what I am with this movement. I'm just a promoter. I'm just a organizer. Right. And like I use my skills to help with the movement. Like when I started, We Gonna Be All Right. Right. I had a group of people, and it was a group of people that I had meet me. And I just listened to them, and a couple of people who came to it, I had already listened to before on social media, and I said, if I can just put y'all in front of people, y'all might be good at talking and speaking that shit like they do, right? But some people are not good at getting people there so they can do that. So that was my contribution to the movement, was to organize stuff. Like far as the couple marches I did. And, you know, I just wanted to put the right people in the right position to talk to the right people.
And you did that.
My thing. Yeah, I did. Man, I did a march, man. It was thousands and thousands of people.
Bro, that was dope, bro.
Thousands. And you know what? I felt so good after that, man. It's like it changed the way who I am, far as like in my personal life, my family, you know, my kids. I think differently now.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say like I said, but I'm not the perfect father, man.
None of us are.
I'm not the perfect father. I can't give my kids what they want. I couldn't give them what they wanted, but I can give them what they need.
There you go.
You know, and the thing is, it's like I was always available. I wanted to be available. I never wanted them to come visit me in jail.
Right.
I did that.
Right.
I visit my dad and my mom in jail. I never wanted them to do that. So I never when I had my daughter, bruh, that was the last time I ever sold crack. Like I said, man, I ain't, you know, I wasn't, I'm not going to say I wasn't the greatest, because I feel like I was the greatest father, but I wasn't the perfect one, you know.
Right.
Kids, they always want something, and sometimes you can't give it to them. But the thing is, you can give them to them is your availability. You know, I try to make sure I was at every game,
right,
every whatever thing they had going on. But you know, being a parent ain't easy, bro.
It's not easy, man.
Especially in these days. So
especially when you have them young too.
Yeah, I was young, bro. I was
right.
15, freshman in high school.
That's crazy.
And it was crazy when I look at kids as freshmen. I'd be like, I was a baby.
A baby. What a baby.
A baby with a baby, bro.
Ain't that something?
But you know what I can say is though, I am blessed, man. My kids, I've never had to go pick none of them up from jail. I never had to pull none of them off no poles. You know what I'm saying? That was my worst fear, bro.
I know what you mean.
Because if I ever would have walked in there,
man,
I would have had to beat up the owner. It wouldn't have been no more strip club. As much as I like going to them,
me too.
But I wasn't playing that. But thank God, you know, I got great baby moms.
That's dope.
That really, you know, took care of,
right,
along with me,
right,
took care of the kids. Because the thing is, it's one thing that I had to learn to master, and it's being a father not in the home. It's hard, bro.
Yeah,
it's hard. I mean, it wasn't easy. Sometimes, you know, the baby's mother is, y'all going at it. But at the end of the day, you gotta make sure them kids is good.
That's the common denominator you gotta have, man. Yeah. Especially with that co-parenting, man. Yeah. That's good. Y'all was able to do that, because some people can't, man.
I mean, it was times where you know, hey, I ain't got it right now.
Right, absolutely.
But I'm not saying I ain't got it because I got it and don't want to give it to you.
Right.
I ain't got it, but they know they was good.
Right. Right.
You know?
Oh, man, your kids look like they're doing well for themselves, man.
They doing. I'm so proud of my kids.
I know you are, man. I would be too.
Super proud of all of them, man.
Yeah. Look who their daddy is, though, man. Come on now.
Super proud, man. Yeah. You know, I want them to be proud of me. I don't want, you know, because the thing is, that whole situation with that other shit, it can tarnish your name.
Right. Absolutely.
And then it's like, all on some bullshit, like, bro, come on, man. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna stay in my lane.
Right.
And you know, God is good, bro.
Speaking of lanes, man, like I mean, I like say you evolved in doing some activism, and you know, being in the forefront of the movement, being a voice, you know, from Portland, Oregon. But also, man, we talk about lanes. You're in the management lane as well.
Yeah.
Now, I see you got this artist 3 a.m. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know too much about him, but in the interview, I started listening. He's dope, bro.
Super dope.
He's dope.
And it's what's crazy is I just wish the town would get behind him, because he is super talented.
He's
man.
dope.
And the thing is, I see it. So it's like, man, just if the town could get big, not even behind him. The thing is, you have to realize all it takes is one. I mean, we got one artist that done did it.
Right.
But did he cast a line out there for somebody else?
Somebody else, right.
I haven't seen it. And I'm not hating.
No. I feel that. Right, what are you doing?
I'm happy for what he doing, man. You know, good for him. I'm happy for him. He representing the town.
He is doing that.
I can't hate on that. And I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator.
Right.
And I don't want to say but, because every time somebody say but, you're gonna say something bad about it. I don't want to say but.
But I will say this. He might not reach back, but to do what he did or what he's doing currently,
it's amazing.
It's amazing. And that sometimes could be enough just to open the door to have somebody else come take a look.
You're right, because the thing is,
you know what I mean?
When somebody like that from the town do something, they coming to the town and seeing what's next after
What's
him.
next, right.
So I tell artists, be ready. Always be ready, man, because they coming. They looking. Trust me, they are looking. So, man, be ready.
And you remember like back in the day when we talked about, you know, markets, we always say our market's untapped. It's almost kind of still like that. Though we making noise, I just felt like our region would have blown a lot sooner. You know
why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I talk to a lot of people about when I'm out of town. I'll be like, "Hey man, Portland, we got some artists in Portland."
Right.
I said, "Well, what?" And I let them hear stuff, and they be like, "They do that up there." See, the thing is, I know what goes on in my city, because it's been a lot of shootings, a lot of crazy shit. But you guys have to realize that in other regions, they don't look at us like that.
Right.
So we have to make our own lane. What do they look at Portland of? Weed, backpacking. Not to say, that's what you should rap about or whatever, because we all done came from the slums. We done seen some bullshit. But the thing is, the other parts of the country don't look at us like that.
Right, they don't.
If you notice, they go from LA, pass right over us, and go to Seattle.
That's a fact. And we like the little sister to Seattle.
We the little sister of Seattle. And the Bay.
And the Bay.
We the little cousins of the Bay.
You ain't lying. Because, man, you ain't lying. I think the Bay and Portland, the Northwest go hand in hand with the Bay. I feel.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got more influence from the Bay than we do from L.A.
True. And we influence the Bay.
Yeah.
Come on now. Y'all, Mac Dre.
Yeah. They don't realize Mac Dre, biggest hits came from Portland.
And that's all I wanted you to say.
It's real shit.
I
remember when Mac Dre was in Portland for a while at Irvington Park, and
I used to see him at the Complex studio.
Yeah.
I used to see him in there.
Studio, all that shit.
Facts.
Mac Dre I think he had a place here in Portland. He had a couple hoes here. I know that much.
I believe that. I believe that. That's a fact.
Mac Dre was in Portland, bro, for a long time.
So now, just getting back, to the Washington thing. So now, when you were out in Washington, man, kind of explain like what you seen out there. Like, what was the vibe? What was the energy out there?
The energy was crazy. Like how let me put it like this: how the police are here is different than they are in DC. And you're gonna think I'm coming from left field from this when I say this. Here, if you would have did some of this shit that they did down in D.C., you'd have been shot, went to jail, beat up. Man, I saw them people down there pushing police officers down, taking their bikes, pushing them down, bro, all that shit. It was crazy. They wasn't arresting nobody. It was crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
But I can say they was down there. They was in front of the White House where the Black Lives Matter Plaza was. It was cracking, bro. It was crazy.
I believe it, man.
It was some of the most surrealist shit I ever seen in my life, bro. And and the thing, that's not even the march though. The march.
How was that?
Crazy. It was crazy hot. And you know what's crazy about it too? Guess who was at the beginning of the march? Right behind what's the guy Blake dude who got shot in the back by police officers? His last name was Blake.
Blake.
Remember he was getting in his car and they shot him in the back like 8 times.
Oh yeah. It was like in a I want to
Jeff. Was it not Jeff?
It was like in the Midwest or something like that. And it was like a fight going on. He was trying to get away. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
So his parents was there and they was in the front of the line. Guess who was behind him?
Who?
About 400 Portland people.
For real?
In the front line, ready to march.
Salute to the town.
We was deep.
I
And
ain't
what's
gonna lie.
crazy
It
is we
seemed
had,
like y'all
we had
was.
T-shirts, right? And everybody was coming to us, want to take pictures with us and all. Man, we've been hearing about Portland. We thank y'all for doing what y'all doing, bro. We was like celebrities in Washington,
Because they talk
DC,
about us.
bro.
They talk about us every day on
Bro,
national
we
news.
was like celebrities down there.
We
bro.
was lit.
Super lit.
We was lit.
It was crazy, bro. They loved us down there for
That's
real.
crazy. So now that has all happened and passed, and now that Trump's out of office, we got a new administration in, man. So what's the vibe now? Do y'all feel like there's going to be more movements, or y'all just kind of trying to see how everything is going to sway before y'all start making moves again? Or
Well, I mean, to me, all this shit was new to me.
right.
So it's like it's embedded in me now. It wasn't embedded in me then. It was new to me. It's still new. So if anything pop off, best believe I'm gonna be frontlining it.
Frontline love.
Right now, everything is kind of copacetic. I mean, you still got your people protesting downtown and doing. People have different motives,
right,
and shit like that. And they still down at the ICE office down there trying to get those little Hispanic kids out of containment and all that shit.
What's that about?
You know how they got the little. I don't even know. Is it? Can we say Mexican or can we say Hispanic? What is? Because
everything's politically correct right now. Yeah.
Be like, oh, he said Mexican.
Right.
I don't want to. So
That's
Hispanic. How they took these Hispanic kids and they got them in these they look like concentration little fences with all. And they trying to get. They're trying to get them out of jail down at the ICE.
That's
ICE.
crazy.
So they protesting down there and shit like that. Still, I haven't been down there because I don't know what's going on. I support them.
Right.
But when the shit get to popping off with us again.
You said Frontline Love's back.
Man, who gave me that name?
I gave you that day, man.
That's all.
Frontline Love, man.
Man, I was Frontline, bro.
Well, every night.
Real,
I ain't gonna lie. When I was at the house, because at the time I was at the house, I was just starting my podcast and I'd be here practicing. I had my phone out right here and I go straight to either yours, Strick. Strick used to be down there too.
Strick was down there. Strick was in DC with us.
Oh yeah, I seen that. It was a lot of people. Between you and Strick, and there was this other cat. I forgot his name. Lighter skinned cat. But y'all three, but you first because you was right there. I was like, okay, I'm about to get some juice because Love is in the mix, man. He right there, man. I'm like that. Same with Strick and same with this other cat, man. Y'all really kept me informed of what's going on down there.
I want to figure out what can I do with all my videos I got, bro. I got some real videos where I'm getting shot, where people getting shot and tear gassed and beat up. I got all type of footage, bro.
You want to say that, bro?
I am.
That's history.
That's why I wanted to be part. Because the thing is, you see these signs that be like, okay, like before this shit happened, you see like you be reading about Martin Luther King stuff, and then motherfuckers be like, man, if I was there, I would. Nah, okay, this was the time.
Right.
You was there.
Right.
What was you doing?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So you would have been doing the same thing you're doing now that you was doing back then.
That's a fact.
Nothing.
And it was a lot of them people.
A lot of them.
They was protesting from their social medias.
Come on, bro.
On Facebook, on the couch.
But the thing is, I never got mad at them because people protest in different ways.
That's a fact.
Maybe people wasn't eligible to come. You had COVID. But the thing is, I don't remember COVID going to its peak while all the protests was going on.
Nah.
COVID went bad in October. When when it got cold outside and everybody was inside.
Right. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Well, man, I want to get back to 3 a.m., man.
Right.
So let's get to 3 a.m., man, because I really want to shed some light on that as well, man. So what you got now? Before we get into that, first of all, what made you get into management, and why 3 a.m.?
So the reason why I got into management was I did what I can do. As far as like doing music and rapping and all that. So now I know what it takes to get there. Back then, like I wish I had somebody like me. What I try to do for 3 a.m. I wish I had somebody like me back then when I was doing music. Where I didn't have to worry about nothing but just doing music and somebody else is handling my shit. So the management thing is I want to see him win, man. I want to see him win because the young man, he works hard. And I got on him because my son was doing videos. He does videos. He's a professional photographer and does videos and stuff. So one of his first videos he did was of 3 a.m. And these two other dudes, had a group called SQD. And I was looking at the video and I was like, they all tight. But it's always that one that stands out.
That one that stand out, right.
And he was a kid back then, bro. He was probably like 16, 17.
Oh, so you been rocking him for a minute?
I've been watching him for the longest, bro.
Okay.
You know, I sit back, I watch all artists in Portland, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I watch them, and I say, and I look at them, and I'll be like, they got it. But you can't tell them they got it because they'll slack off.
That's facts.
I got that game from Puff Daddy. I watched an interview with him. He was saying, man, this dude I watched, and he was so good. But I didn't want to tell him how good he was because then he wouldn't go no further than that.
Right. He'll feel like he hit it. Oh, yeah. He said, I got it. That's it.
It's like I'll sit back and I'll watch. You know, I give little hints or I share a little something from a couple artists, you know, from here. But, man, I want to see everybody from the town win because once one, two, three, 4 people win, man, I win. Facts. Because the thing is, this is all the fight that we was doing 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah, facts. So let me ask you, what makes 3 a.m. special? What makes him special?
He's super talented, bro.
Yeah.
Super talented. And people don't see it because he's in his own lane. Mm-hmm. He don't sound like nobody else from the town.
Right.
And really nobody. He's in that Trippie Redd, Juice WRLD type shit.
Right.
And he's dope as fuck.
He dope, bro. I went and listened to him, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, this dude got some talent.
And, you know, just being in the studio with him and watching him, it's like he loved the passion. He loved the music, and he wants to do it. He wants to go big, and he wants to, you know, he has nothing to lose.
I see y'all be hopping on that plane, man. Yeah. State to state. Yeah. And I said, look at him.
We leaving next week. We going. We just actually he had a 4-city tour down in Florida. We did Tampa, Orlando. We had 2 shows in Orlando. One in Tampa and somewhere I forgot where it's at. But shit, we going back to Tampa next weekend for the Super Bowl. Bag got like 3 shows down there, so I'm gonna start bringing him to my other family.
Right.
I mean, he's already in with them. Like we done been to L.A. We done been to Zebo House and around the motherfucking Bentleys and the Ghost and all that shit, the mansions. He done seen all that shit.
So got a taste.
Yeah, I want to tell him like, bruh, this you can do this. I've seen these niggas in the position that you in now.
Right.
I done seen Bag in the position that you're in now. I done seen Gotti in your position that you're in now.
Facts.
I've seen all them dudes come up, bro.
That's a fact.
And it can happen. You know, and with me helping you, bro, because I'm in.
Right.
Them is my niggas. I got
That's
the
a
key.
fact.
I got the key to the door.
That's a fact.
Them is my niggas. Like,
what that chain say? What the chain say?
Yeah, it's endless, man. Don't end to this trend. You
okay.
Did? But I'm leaving. Matter of fact, I gotta catch a flight at 5 in the morning, going to St. Louis in the morning. Bag got a show down there in St. Louis.
It's crazy, man. You be everywhere, man. Love. Man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's inspiring to see, bro.
Because the thing is, this shit is before music with them.
Right.
That's the thing. I didn't just hop on this train because they doing music.
That's a fact.
Man, I've been knowing these dudes for 20. How long Zebo been in the league? Well, how long it's been? 20?
Something like that. I know it's close to it.
When I met Zebo, he was 18.
That's crazy.
And he's 30.
That's
37.
Crazy.
I
You
think.
been rocking that long with him?
That nigga 100, bro. Can't nobody tell me nothing bad about that man.
I feel that.
Because I done seen the ups, the downs,
right?
The good, the bad, the happy, the sad. And I done been with this man when his mama died, when his brother got killed. R.I.P. Roger, that was my
Rest
little
in
bro,
peace.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I done been around these people. I done been all his kids I knew when they was born.
That's crazy.
These is my little nephews. They call me Unc, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Like when I'm around now with these dudes, like I'm Unc now.
Right. Oh yeah,
like,
you definitely.
Nigga, I ain't that goddamn old, bro.
You a grandpa now, man.
They
You
call
up?
me. I'm Unc now, bro.
Facts.
And you know, the thing is, I'm happy. You know, it's a lot of niggas in the grave. Wish they could be called that.
That's a fact, man. I was just having this conversation with a partner of mine went to school. I was like, bro, we blessed, bro. We about to touch 40, fam.
Man, bro.
I think about everybody we grew up with from the sandbox to the playground, you know, from high school to, you know, you turn into adults and having kids. Some of us ain't here, man, but we still here.
Man, we got through the obstacle course, bro. The obstacle course of life.
Right.
We got through it.
Right.
Some people didn't make the obstacle. Some people didn't. They fell off the rope.
Man, our worries now is health, man.
Right.
That's it. You know, we trying to keep the health right now so we can stretch. You know what I'm saying?
I go get my checkups because the thing is, this summer, bro, I'll be 49, bro.
That's crazy.
1 year, I'll be 50.
Mm.
And still look good.
Okay, talk about it. Black don't crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Light don't crack neither.
All right, love. So man, tell me, man, what you got going on, man? What's coming up for you?
Like I was just telling you earlier, I got this album I'm working on. It's not my album, but it's a presents album. It's a Brotha Luv presents.
Okay.
So it's a couple cats from the town. I'm already hollered at my man Mikey Vegas, Esso, Sour D's. I ain't reached out.
Hey, salute to Sour D's. He working right now, ain't he? He working, ain't he?
Let me stop what I'm saying right now. I'm gonna stop what I'm saying
salute
right
to
now.
Sour D's, man.
I salute like that nigga went to Atlanta. That nigga had 3 shows.
He working.
That's why I had to give it. I had to salute him and Richie Quavo.
Quavo
I
be
tell
working too.
y'all, man, y'all gotta leave Portland and rub elbows and come back with the crown. They don't make crowns here. They do not make crowns in Portland. You got to go get the crown and bring it back. You can't. You here, you're going to be stagnant.
Right.
You're going to be like me and you.
Right. Man, trying to
with
figure
a whole
out.
bunch of stories and dreams.
Right,
You know?
man. We
Take
can
it
tell
from
you all
us.
about it. We can
'Cause the
tell
thing
you all
is,
about it.
I was the type, I learned from other people's mistakes.
Facts.
Man, I was always aware. I was always worried about consequences.
Facts.
Yeah,
and
for
me, like all my partners are older than me. I'm the youngest in my crew.
Yeah.
I think we got one person younger than me, but I'm the youngest in my crew. All my partners is older. Most of them grandpas now, and I've always listened. I've always watched and listened.
I hardly ever hung with niggas my age.
Me neither, man. Me neither. That's why I couldn't understand certain stuff that people my age be doing. I'm like, nah, my guys don't move like that. I can't. I don't make that. Still make no sense to me. Yeah, real talk.
For real.
So that's dope, man. So you got that coming to presents album?
It's coming out in March. I'm still reaching out to a couple artists. I got a artist from Memphis, my man, my brother. He giving me a track. I'm still reaching out to artists. So it's like I'm not. It just can't just be anything.
Right.
You know, it got to be dope because it's going to be in the hands of people who can make shit happen for you. So it's going to be super, super dope, man. And I even got a song on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You dropped another one. You know, you like to come out of nowhere and sprinkle us with something from time to time.
Because like it's therapy for me, man. I don't do it for money. I do it because I love to make music, man. I wish I was good at making beats.
Me too.
That's the one
Me
skill
too.
I should have brushed up on when I was younger.
Right.
Was making beats. But I couldn't afford all that shit.
Right.
That's
I didn't
the
have the time.
Or that too.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. In my younger days, I was wilding.
Other than that, bro, man, I'm happy, man. I'm good. I don't need nothing from nobody.
Right.
My house is happy.
Facts.
I don't pay no rent.
Okay. Talk about it.
I pay a mortgage.
Talk about it.
You know, these dudes with all this other shit, like, bro, we older. It's time to be older, bro.
That's a fact.
Don't talk shit to me and you live in an apartment, bro. Don't talk shit to me and you driving your girl's car, man.
Talk about
we
it.
Even got that ain't even I don't know that language.
Right.
I do not know that language, man. You know, if you ain't doing nothing better than me, I don't want to talk to you.
Feel that, man. Well, let them know how they can reach out to you, man, and what you got going on. You got websites for us, man. You got some info for us.
Man, you can reach me on Facebook, Anthony Blake. You can reach me on IG. I need plenty IG followers, man. I'm up there, but I need to really be up there, man. Love19.
Talk about it.
Love19 _
What about 3 a.m.? How can we get 3 a.m.?
Oh, definitely reach out to my man 3 a.m. He got an album. We just dropped the album last week called Dangerous. It's an EP with 5 songs on it. It's super dope. And the thing here, excuse me. People don't realize he does music, man. It's like the ladies love it.
That's all you really need.
Remember how the ladies used to love LL?
Facts.
The ladies love it, man.
But to see that's where he got to stay in that pocket because the fella's gonna come, bro.
Yeah. Like Pac said, man, make music for the women. The dude's gonna follow whatever the women gonna do.
Facts. Well, love, man, I appreciate you coming on, man, having this conversation with me. We said we were going to get you back on the podcast. We got you back. We chopped it up, man. We got your piece out there on the situation, man. You said you over that. We done with that.
Yeah, I'm never speaking on that again.
That's it.
You're going to take it how you want it. I don't give a fuck.
Because
I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And ain't nobody gonna stop me. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people get their prizes when they're young.
Right.
Man, my prize ain't even hit yet, bro.
Talk about it.
It's coming. The mansion is coming, man.
Oh, it's coming, man. You done put in work, man.
Man, come on, bro.
You done put in work.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm blessed. The thing is, God know it, man. I'm blessed, bro.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. Thank God for everything, man.
Man, it's all love, man. Well, I'm glad you came on, man. I appreciate you, man. It's always love when we link up, man. After this pandemic, man, we have to show these youngsters how we get down, man. We have to do a little something, man.
Bro, let me tell you like this. Like I said, I'll be 49. My 50th birthday party gonna be the biggest party Portland has ever seen. My 50th.
Let's get to it then.
You know, we ain't there yet.
We're going to see. Hopefully they open it up, man, because my birthday coming up, I'm like, man, I can't throw no pride.
I need to go play some video poker, man.
Okay.
God damn.
Well, man,
Can't go have a drink nowhere.
Shout out to you, man, and man, stay blessed, man. It's all love.
You know,
absolutely.
I love you, man.
Of course, man.
Right now,
I had to give you yours, man. You're a whole legend out here.
Man,
This is the Northwest Legend segment, man. That's what we doing, man.
Yeah, man. You know, give a nigga some flowers now, man.
Got to, man. You know we got to.
For real.
Well, man, I appreciate y'all listening, man, to the Can We Talk podcast. It's your boy DJ Pryce Miyagi. You know how we do at this time.
Go get that 3 a.m. album, man. Dangerous. It's on all platforms.
ASAP. You know how we do it. Make sure y'all, man, tune in, man. Share, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Let's get to it.